Hi everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you this card that I created using the Zen Feather Stamp Set, which is a part of the brand new Catherine Pooler Zen Garden release available today, February 13th, 2018. This stamp set is so beautiful. This feather is so detailed. There are also beautiful sentiments included in this set, like spread your wings and fly, I love you just for being you, you're wonderful in every way. There's also triangle patterns, circles, this beautiful flower. There's so much you can do with this stamp set, and there's coordinating dies available. Today I'm going to be using the feather and I'm going to be embossing them. So I just use a piece of Catherine Pooler's premium white cardstock, and I'm inking up that feather there on my large rectangle acrylic block with Versamark ink. I'm going to end up cutting out, or die cutting, sorry, 6 feathers in total. So I'm just embossing them with white embossing powder at the moment. And I cut them out with the die. Here you only see 5 because I kind of forgot to do one, but I do it again later. I'll be using Skylight, Seafoam, Shea Butter, Sugared Lavender, and Rose Petals, which is all part of the Zen ink release as well. So I go ahead and ink blend on these beautiful embossed feathers. And as you can see, the detail on it is really, really beautiful. I'm pretty obsessed with embossing with these feathers. I really wanted all of these sort of muted colors to really shine through. Sometimes they're my favorite. So what you won't see right now is the stone blue color that I will be using, but you'll see that again in a little bit. I line up my transparency sheet on my cardstock, and I'm going to be using the sentiment, I love you just for being you. I'm going to emboss this and do it a few times with clear embossing powder. So I use Versamark ink, VersaFine ink, and some clear embossing powder. And again, I'll just do it right over the top again to give it a little bit bolder look and a little bit of dimension. Now that I have the card front and the sentiment ready, I'm going to be using the feathers to kind of create a patterned cardstock, and that is the stone blue color that you didn't see me do earlier. So without adhering them, I'm just going to place them where I think that I would like them, and I always snap a picture so I can go back to it for a reference. I'm adhering these to the card front with my Tombow Mono permanent adhesive. And once I get these all settled, there are some spots that I do want to go ahead and put some feather pieces in. So I'm going to trim all of these off with a paper trimmer. I'm using this one because it's easy for me to see exactly where the cut is going to be, and that way I can just line it up. I go ahead and fill in some of those blank spots with a little bit of the spare feather pieces that I have, just to make sure it looks full. And I'm just going to trim them off with some scissors, and you can see I messed up on my sentiment there on the back. I don't want to put it on just a white cardstock because I want the color to really show through, so I'm going to be ink blending around the edges of this 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece of Catherine Pooler premium white cardstock with sugared lavender. And this will kind of give the appearance of a colored cardstock. And the piece of cardstock that I did the feather pattern on is a 4 by 5 1/4 size cardstock, and that way it will leave a little bit of a border so you can see that purple color coming through on the card base. I'm adhering this again with my Tombow permanent adhesive, and I'm going to line it up so that it's right in the center so you have an even border around, and this always takes me quite a while to do just because I want to make sure it's perfect. I really haven't mastered it yet. And I am nearly finished. I'm just going to add some Nuvo jewel drops, which dry transparent, randomly around the card just to give it a little bit more dimension and just to add a little bit of embellishment. If you are interested, head on over to my blog. The link is in the description. And for the next 4 days, Catherine Pooler is doing a blog hop, and she's giving away a brand new set of the new Zen Garden ink releases. So make sure that you comment on each blog post for your chance to win. I'll see you soon. Bye.